Happy Tuesday. It is officially time for day 2. I cannot wait, you guys. I just spent 15 minutes recording this and my phone decided to delete it. So we're here for take 2. Shit happens in your business. You have to roll with the punches, and here we are. We're doing it again, and this time it will be even better. So hopefully you had a chance to go back to go through day 1 and the scripting. Please go do that. Please go do that. If you have not done it, go do it. And comment on the thread when you have it done. It's gonna feel silly at first. It maybe is not gonna feel like full body aligned, like you know that you can do it yet. But the more you do it, give it a week, give it a month, your body is going to start to believe exactly what you are telling it every single day. So make sure you not only wrote that down, but you're listening to it, you recorded yourself, and you're listening to that on repeat every single day. So today, day 2, we are going to get into money-making activities to move the needle forward. This is one of the most common things I hear from clients. This was the most common response in the question box I put up a few weeks ago was, I'm not sure what to do every day to move my business forward. So if that's you, you're going to want to lean in and we're going to talk about it. If you want to make a life-changing, mind-blowing income, like we talked about yesterday with scripting, which should be literally every one of you here. If that is not you, you're in the wrong spot. That should be everyone in here. You are ready to make a life-changing, mind-blowing income. You have to shift your mindset from employee to business owner. So employees, which a lot of you right now are probably still employees. Employees are told what to do and they do it. You show up to work, you clock in maybe, you do the task list that you're supposed to do, and then you go home. The hardest thing about being a business owner is that you have to find the motivation within yourself to do the work, even when you don't feel like it, because you have no one coming to tell you to get back to work. If you don't work, your business doesn't grow. There's no one coming. It's on you to get you to where you need to be. It's not easy. I'm not sitting here and saying it's super easy to find the motivation every day. There's some days that I'm like, you know what? I don't really feel like working today. And that's also the perk of being a business owner is that you get to choose your hours. You get to choose what you do. But if it's not easy, and if it was, literally everyone would do it. That's what separates you from average to being exceptional. But this becomes the most rewarding thing, hands down, because you get to look back and say, damn, I did that. Like, that was all me. It wasn't because someone told me to do it. Like, I just did it. Okay? So hyper fixating on things that aren't moving the needle forward in your business. A lot of you are probably doing this and not even realizing it. This is when you're thinking like, okay, I'm showing up, I'm doing all these things every single day and nothing's happening. It's probably because you are spending so much of your time on the wrong things instead of the things that are actually going to make you money. So examples of hyperfixating on some of the wrong things and putting your time in the wrong areas is focusing on the perfect aesthetics and really tweaking and making sure your grid looks perfectly put together with real covers. Or writing the perfect caption. How many of you does it take you 5 hours to write a caption? It should only take you 30 minutes or less, 30 minutes to an hour to write your caption. Maybe you're spending time scrolling, trying to find the perfect trending audio. Or you're rewriting, this is a big one for a lot of people. You're rewriting your bio a million times, knowing that like if you just get it right, like that's gonna make the difference. Anybody? Do you feel a little called out right now? Maybe you're focusing on posting at the perfect time. Newsflash, there is no right time to post. The right time to post is when you are able to post. Making sure that your freebie is perfect. You guys, it's a freebie. Do not spend hours and hours and hours on end on it. It is literally a freebie. They're getting it for free. It does not have to be perfect. And then scrolling for inspo. Scrolling for inspo gives you that false sense. All of these things give you a false sense of productivity because they are taking your time. So you think that you're working, but you're spending that time on the wrong things that are none of those are going to make you money. They matter. They matter in the setup of your business, but they do not matter in the longevity of your business or the longevity of your sales. So you spend all that time and then you wonder why your business isn't growing. You have to focus on activities that will actually make you money. And that is money-making activities, income-producing activities, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to get into some money-making activities that I do every day for my business that took me from feeling that false sense of productivity. Everything I just listed, I've done it. I've been in your shoes. I've done that. I've focused on those things. I focused on the wrong things. And as soon as I shifted to focusing on money-making activities daily, that is when my income started to become more consistent. And that's when my income exploded. So number one is posting reels or posting carousels, whatever, posting to your feed, whatever platform that you are on. I'm assuming most of you are on Instagram, but whatever platform you're on, posting with intention versus trying to go viral. So focusing on the vanity metrics, or posting with intention versus posting out of obligation. If you are posting just to post, please do not post it. Make sure that your posts are super, super intentional and that there is purpose behind every single thing that you post, not just because you feel like you need to get a post up for the day. And this is also something I want you to keep in mind, is that a lot of people who purchase from me don't interact with my posts. They watch silently and then they purchase because they felt me speaking to them. Think about how you maybe purchased this. Did you have a long conversation with me? Did you comment on all my reels? Did you interact a lot? No, you probably were watching silently. Maybe you commented on one reel. Maybe you were watching silently and then you decided to purchase. So keep that in mind. My reels, my views, my engagement right now is the lowest that it's been since I started this account. Yet my sales are higher than they've ever been because I have my dream clients, because I have people like you guys watching and they're just ready to pull the trigger because they feel me speaking to them. So a lot of people are watching silently. So don't get super fixated on the vanity metrics on your engagement, because a lot of people like to just watch silently and post when it's the right time. So you'll start to make sales daily with your posts when they're posted with intentionality, when you nail your messaging and figure out exactly who you're speaking to, and when you create your offers geared specifically towards that one dream client. You want to make sure that those posts, whatever you're putting out there, is focusing on the transformation that your ideal client is going to get, instead of just, throwing stuff out there and hoping something sticks, or, focusing on saying I, talking a lot about yourself. Talk about you, but make it about them. So I want you to kind of take your I language out of your content and really make it you language, which is something that I talk a lot about in the authority method, and we're going to touch on that a lot in my upcoming community that you guys are the first to know about. So stay tuned for that. I'm so freaking pumped. But focusing on your one dream client, not the masses. So another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with posting reels is posting to your stories. This is something that is going to make you money when you do it correctly. So I only post to my stories on average 2 to 3 times a day about my offer. I unapologetically talk about my offer in a way that it is that my dream client sees it and they're like, I need that result. I need that transformation. That is the offer for me. So 2 to 3 stories a day. I used to show up all day, every day on my social media. It was exhausting. I was posting like an influencer. You do not have to be an influencer. Focus on creating an influence and creating an impact versus being an influencer and posting what you're doing all day, every day, where you're going, coffee that you're drinking. I rarely post in real time, like what I'm actually doing. I take a lot of content, I create a lot of content, take pictures, do videos, and then I post them when I have something to post. So when you post less to your stories, your views and your engagement is going to go up. More people are going to see them, which is going to help you with your money-making activity. So posting to your story 2 to 3 times a day, focusing on selling your offer in a strategic flow. Another money-making activity that I feel like is super undervalued is building your email list. Hopefully you guys have started an email list. If not, this is your sign to please start doing that. you can start collecting emails with a, free ebook, with a free masterclass, with a low ticket offer, with a funnel, with whatever you want it to be, some way to collect people's emails so they can get into your initial opt-in, and then you can follow up emails with them weekly. You have to continuously have that constant touch point with them. And the other thing about your email list is you don't own social media, but you own your email list. So if social media goes down and that is like the only way that you make money in your business, and you don't have an email list, you have no backup plan. So this is also your fail safe, your backup plan in case social media decides to act a fool, which it likes to do that every so often. So email list, this is another way that I make sales, is because I'm constantly sending emails out every week. They aren't always sales emails. Sometimes they're just nurture emails. Sometimes they're just, giving helpful information to my audience. But again, it's bringing you to the forefront of their mind, reminding them like, oh yeah, I forgot I signed up for her emails. Okay. So making sure that you are using your email list. You can use ChatGPT as a very powerful tool to help you write your emails. And there's a strategic way to do this. Again, this will be in my community that I am working on putting together. Okay. Okay, the next money-making activity is creating an offer flow. So your clients can seamlessly go from one offer into the next. If your offer suite right now consists of one product that they buy and then you have nowhere else to plug them in after that, you are losing money. You are leaving money on the table. I've had a lot of clients, I have some of you I know in here that have gone through all of my offers. So when you create an offer, make sure that you are jam-packing it full of value. So when they get through it, they're like, holy shit, like I just got that for that price. Like you would rather over deliver in your offers, not over deliver in your content, over deliver in your offers and underprice it versus overpricing it and under delivering. So keep that in mind when you're creating your offers, is that you want to make sure that when they get done with it, they're like, wow, I would have paid so much more for that. So creating that offer flow that they can seamlessly go through. So that's when you start to have the low, mid, high ticket offers, a mastermind that they can go into after that, or some sort of coaching package if you're a coach, something that they can seamlessly flow into on the back end. So this is when your systems come into play on the back end. So you're not solely reliant on having to talk about your offer in order for it to sell. So making sure that you have that offer flow so your clients can seamlessly go through each offer to the next. And then creating this is where the gold is right here, is creating a community that they don't want to leave. People need community. They desire community, especially entrepreneurs. This is a lonely space. Not even just entrepreneurs, but when you're working on your health goals, when you're working on relationships, when you're working on your mindset, people want community. They don't want to feel like they're doing it alone. And so the beauty of community is that this can lead into recurring income, monthly recurring income for you, so that you don't have to start your sales over at zero each month. So I want you to start thinking, what is a way, whether that's a community or some sort of subscription, what type of monthly subscription, monthly recurring item offer can you create that's going to turn into payments that are going to pay you over and over and over and over again versus the one and done sale. And so this is something that you can also add on to your offer flow, as after someone goes through an offer, then they have a community to get plugged into that's going to pay you every single month. So this is where the fun gets with all this, is that there's so much that you can do with your offers, and you just have to be able to pivot and shift until it feels right for you. If your offers, if there's any like hesitation or, trust your intuition, you have to full body feel aligned with your offer flows in order to translate that energy and enthusiasm to your audience when you're talking about them. Okay, so leaving you with a couple things. I know that was a lot. I want you to keep this in your mind when you are doing these money-making activities. Become addicted to the action with zero emotional ties to the outcome. Become addicted to the action with zero emotional ties to the outcome. As soon as your emotions are tied to whether or not someone buys your offer or likes your reel or comments on it, then your energy is going to tank, your confidence is going to take, and that's going to start to show in your content and in your offers. Become addicted to the action. Be so freaking confident in what you're doing that you don't care what the outcome is. Like, I created this offer. This offer is amazing. People are going to buy it, but my energy is not going to be solely dependent on what happens, because you have no control over the outcome, but you do have control over your emotions and the actions that you are doing. So this goes back to your sense of belief in your business. If you don't fully believe in what you're doing, how can you expect others to? And then lastly, I want to leave you with this. You have my permission. I'm giving you permission to take a day off. If you are not feeling it, if you don't have a reason for posting, don't do it. If your energy isn't there behind what you're doing for the day, you're just like tapped out, you're on the verge of burnout, take a day off. Your business will thank you. Your mind will thank you. Your body will thank you. And you will come back so much more energized and excited to show up in your business when you step back and you go back to why you started this and why you're doing this and your confidence in what you're doing. The energy module, if you have not done the authority method yet, the energy module is hands down probably one of the best modules that I've created. And it's the one I got the most feedback on. That module will completely shift your energy in your business and how you show up every single day. So I know that these activities are going to help you, give you a sense of what you can do daily to actually start making money in your business. So once you've gotten through listening to all this, drop which one of these resonated with you most, which part of this you're like, oh my gosh, aha, like your aha moment that you haven't been doing up until now. Would love to hear your thoughts, feedback, encouragement, all of that. I'm here cheering you on, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys tomorrow.